funny family story do you now realize was actually kinda messed up? My grandma had this adorable habit of pinching my cheeks every time she saw me. Not gentle pinches. I'm talking full-on claw grips that left marks for days. She'd coo, "Oh my precious baby," while literally digging her nails into my face. Her fingers were ice cold and surprisingly strong for an 80-year-old. I'd try to pull away, but she'd grip harder and laugh like it was the most natural thing in the world. The family thought it was the cutest thing ever. "Grandma just loves you so much," they'd say as I stood there with red welts on my cheeks, tears streaming down my face. She'd do it everywhere. Restaurants, school pickup, church, the grocery store. No place was safe from Grandma's claws. By age 8, I developed a survival instinct where I'd hide behind my mom's legs whenever I spotted Grandma's silver hair in a crowd. The family found this absolutely hilarious. "Look how shy she gets around Grandma. It's so precious." But here's the thing that really messed me up. She only did it to me. My 3 cousins got normal hugs, gentle pats on the head, maybe a light touch on the shoulder. But I was her special little dumpling who deserved the full claw treatment every single time. At family gatherings, it became this twisted spectacle. Relatives would literally hold my arms behind my back so Grandma could get her pinches in. "Don't be rude to Grandma," they'd scold when I tried to squirm away. "She traveled all this way to see you." My mom would actually apologize to Grandma for my behavior. Like I was the problem for not wanting my face mauled by an elderly woman with razor-sharp fingernails. She'd whisper threats in my ear about being grateful for family who loved me. The worst incident happened at my 10th birthday party. Grandma arrived late, spotted me across the yard, and made this beeline straight for me with her arms outstretched like some horror movie villain. I panicked and ran. She chased me around the picnic table while 20 adults watched and laughed like it was dinner theater. When she finally cornered me by the fence, she pinched so hard I actually screamed, not just crying, a full-on blood-curdling scream that made the neighbors look over their fence. But instead of helping, my family just laughed harder. "Drama queen," my uncle called out while filming it on his phone. This continued until I was 15 and finally got tall enough to physically block her hands. She actually got offended and complained to my parents that I was rejecting her love and becoming cold and distant like teenagers do. My dad sat me down for a serious lecture about respecting my elders and how family shows affection differently. I was made to feel guilty for protecting myself from someone who left literal bruises on my face every holiday. The damage went deeper than just physical marks. I developed this weird flinching reflex whenever anyone reached toward my face. Teachers noticed it. Friends at school would ask why I jumped when they tried to fix my hair. I couldn't explain it without sounding crazy. Last month at a family dinner, my Aunt Linda brought up those precious moments with Grandma, who passed away 2 years ago. Everyone was laughing about how I used to overreact to simple grandmother affection. Remember how she'd run away like Grandma was going to eat her alive? Such a dramatic little thing. I sat there listening to them romanticize what was basically weekly assault, feeling that familiar knot in my stomach tightening. That's when my youngest cousin Chloe, who's now 16, quietly said something that changed everything. Actually, that wasn't normal. Grandma left bruises on her face every time. I remember being scared she was going to do it to me too. The table went completely silent. You could hear the clock ticking in the kitchen, someone's phone buzzing on the counter. Nobody had ever acknowledged that before. The actual physical damage, the fear it created, the fact that it wasn't affection at all. My uncle shifted uncomfortably in his chair and mumbled something about Grandma being from a different generation and how things were different back then. But Chloe wasn't done speaking. "I used to have nightmares about those pinches," she continued, her voice getting stronger. "I thought that's what happened when you got older. Random adults were allowed to hurt you and everyone would laugh about it. That's when it hit me like a truck. This wasn't just about me. Grandma's special love had traumatized other kids in the family too. We'd all just learned to normalize violence disguised as affection, to smile through pain because adults said it was love. Turns out loving too much was just assault with a cute family label, and everyone was complicit in teaching us that our boundaries didn't matter."